Here's a controversial issue that I don't believe needs to be as controversial as it is, okay? And it's the question about Noah's flood. Do I believe it was historical? I look at the passage, I think it looks like it was historical to me. So I don't have any reason to take it other than what the text indicates. And as I recall, Jesus made reference to it as an historical event. I don't have any difficulty with believing that. Now, there is a question, though, about whether it was a universal flood, so I'm going to use that word here, as opposed to a localized flood. And I take the word world, as in a worldwide flood, to be somewhat ambiguous. The word world could mean the globe. That would be a universal flood. The word world could also mean the world, as Peter puts it, the world that then was. That is, the inhabited world that was the focus of the judgment. Remember, the judgment was against the people. And if all the people were in one area, that was the human world of the time. The judgment could have been against those people, and the flood be a localized flood that accomplished God's purpose of judgment, killing everyone save the 8 that were in the ark. I don't see any difficulty with that at all. There's nothing in the language of those passages that requires something like a global or universal flood. Nothing that I can see. And in fact, there are arguments, and I've gone through this in the past, that seem to indicate that it could be a localized flood. I don't understand even what theologically rests on one or the other. If the geology seems to indicate a universal or global flood, I'm fine with that. If it doesn't indicate that, it doesn't create any problems for me with this passage, because I think this passage could easily be, and maybe even more favorably read, as a local, worldwide flood, judging the inhabitants of the earth that deserved to be judged, those human beings in a larger region, all wiped out save the 8. In a certain sense, I don't have a horse in this race. It could be either. And I don't see why some people are fighting tooth and nail regarding this. It isn't a matter of the integrity of God's word, because it could go either way given the text, and this is why biblical scholars committed to inerrancy go either way on this particular issue. My own view right now, I favor the localized flood that destroys all of sinful humanity except for the 8 that were in the flood. That's where I'm at right now. But I could be mistaken about that, and if I am, it doesn't change anything about anything, it seems to me.